What's going on, fellow card enthusiasts? I'm gonna go ahead and start a series called What's in the Box.
What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
Definitely could be some exciting things in here. I'm starting with this box here, which is part of my PC. It's my PSA Hall of Fame rookies that are graded. So it's in one of the PSA, I don't know what you want to call it. I just call it like the blue case. I think they may say saw a red one too. I don't know if it's specifically a PSA item. I think it is because it fits the cards perfectly, and I absolutely love PSA cards. Let's go ahead and try to get in here without killing yourselves. They make it pretty difficult. All right. So let's start with 1933 Gaudi, Eddie Collins. This is a VG4. Not a bad card, really. Not bad discoloring on the back or anything. Obviously, you'll see the card before I show the next one, but it's all right. Ralph Kiner. It's a PSA 5. The cut on that one's what I think gives it the grade, because the corners, surface, everything seems really nice on this. Got a mini Manoso. Another 5. A Killebrew, PSA 7. Love these 55 and 56, kind of the bigger card, and the older logos, the graphics, the in-action, and then the portrait. Just love that look. Same look on this, obviously, with the Sandy Koufax. A slight discoloration, some kind of bleaching. I think that's why it gets a 4. It also is, off as far as the borders. That is a really cool back too. You got these cartoons and, information about the player, but like in a cartoon form. It's just great. And then I just love that that era of cartoons where like it's like the elongated, tall looking people, but also the bigger. It's just a caricature of like a person, what someone really doesn't look like. Nice Jim Bunny, PSA 6. I do apologize that this isn't centered. I'm really getting used to this camera setup. Right now, my right arm is behind the lighting and what's holding the camera, so the rig is just really weird. I'm not used to this. Normally, I have it on a little like tripod here in front of me, where I'm able to reach around. I'm able to like have my arms around it and do it almost ergonomically and keep everything centered, whereas this, I'm just struggling. I'm off to the, since my right arm is being pulled so far to the right, I'm pulling everything to the right, which I need to be more aware of that. So hopefully this gets better throughout the video. And then I have a 1960 PSA 7 Gym Cat. So for the longest time, what I was doing is collecting rookie Hall of Famers with a grade of 5 or higher. Now, obviously, some of the, like the 1930s, things that I could not get, I settled for 4s. So we got a PSA 5 of Billy Williams. Seems like such a tough grade. This card looks so great, but this top corner is what gives it a 5. If this top corner wasn't creased, I think this thing would get a 7 at least. 1963 Topps PSA 8 Willie Stargell. That's another card I like, is the little circle floaty head thing. I love how they did that. I mean, to make it now, obviously probably wouldn't work, but gotta love that. Tony La Russa rookie. 64. Actually, I think that's a rookie. PSA 8. This one's pretty sharp. You couldn't get away with this nowadays, is having a back like that. I don't think, even if you did Heritage, I think people would, well, I guess, you know, they do the Heritage throwback, so. All right, so we got a PSA 8 Joe Morgan. All of these I purchased 10 years ago or so, most of them. So relatively inexpensively. Now, if you were to pick them up, it'd be a lot more expensive. It was the perfect thing to do back then. A lot of people were investing in the newer cards. I was all about graded Hall of Fame rookies. Nice Thurman Munson. Now I think this is actually a second year? No, 71. There was another card that he had. This is the rookie. I get so confused by that one. The 71 throws me off because it's another rookie, rookie stars with Thurman. But when I saw the Burt Blylevel in the back, it reminded me of which year it was, because it's so tough to get a good grade on this. This is a PSA 6, which I think this is the best I've ever gotten a 71. Although I had a 71 Nolan Ryan, and I sold it to a buddy of mine for like $300, and he graded it, and it came out of PSA 8, which I was just like, oh God, I should have just graded it myself. But I was kind of wanting to do him a favor, thinking he could make some money on the card, and at the time, I had a few other ones, but I can't find those cards anymore, the 71s. And I'm pretty sure that as far as their grade goes, they'd probably be no more than a 4, maybe a 5. Still worth something, but yeah. Carlton Fisk, 1972, PSA 8. And I can always make another video where I get this centered better. I do apologize. I will throw this up along with the other videos I have for what's in the box, but I do apologize if it's just not centered correctly. Really sharp back, though. The coloring on that is just, the depth of it's a lot better than most of the 72s you see. Got a 73. I graded this one myself. Mike Schmidt rookie. Now it's a PSA 9, but it has the OC indication, which, rule of thumb for those who do grades, if you have like an OC or any of the printing defects, the PD and whatnot. As far as following the grade, it knocks it down 2 grades basically. So if you were to ask them, they would actually give it to you without that on there. So I could have got this in a PSA 7 without the OC. But what's kind of good about it, some people hate it, some people like it. I like it because then you can tell somebody definitively what is causing this grade to have that value, to be that grade. Whereas like with a Beckett card, it actually shows the 4 different values. Whereas this one, you don't get that information. So with this, you get a little bit more information. So I always prefer that. Like on that PSA 5 that I showed you that had the dinged corner, I would have liked for it to have that. So I prefer that. When I get grades, that's what I choose anyway. Potato, potato. All right, got an Eck rookie, PSA 8. I like this card. He's got the lamb chop kind of coming out of the hair there. '77 Dale Murphy. I believe there's a 78 also rookie for Murphy. Makes it kind of confusing. Some of the rookies from 77 and 78, there's like multiple of the same. I collected a lot during that time, so I had a ton of those when I was a kid. I was really young when I don't really officially started collecting in the 80s, when I first started buying my packs, but I ended up trading like toys for cards when I was a kid, and I had a bunch of stuff from the 70s for trading whole, like I think I had the Star Wars Ewok forest or treehouse or whatever the heck it was, and I traded some kid the treehouse for like a box of cards that he got from his dad, and his parents were fine with it. So the Star Wars stuff became worse stuff, but money, but I don't think it was a fair trade, really. All right, so Paul Molitor, Alan Trammell, Mickey Klutz, rookie. That was a PSA 8. A PSA 5, 1978 Eddie Murray. This is a tough one to find. His Gold Cup, his rookie, is just tough to find in good condition. Now this one, I think if I were to have, I didn't grade it myself, but if I would have picked the qualifier or whatever, it would be off-centered, an OC also. It's pretty far actually off. Nice Kirby Puckett, 1985. Love the 85 tops. That was my first packs, is 85. This one, I think at the time that I got it was only like $100, but now is a lot more than that. This is just a really tough card to get a good grade on, I think. PSA 10, Ken Griffey. I also have the Upper Deck in a 9.5, but I just prefer this one. I really like the Bowman cards, even though they're a larger size. If you get it graded, who cares? It's Reggie Miller rookie. This is kind of the miscellaneous sports behind the baseball. So I had no place for them and they fit, so that's why I put them in there. A Ray Bork PSA 8 rookie, and this is the unscratched. I don't know why they don't put that on there. I mean, it's got a little bit of a scratch, but people would scratch those off, and I think it had the team or I don't, or maybe position on there. I can't remember exactly what it was. Last but not least, Mario Lemieux. It's PSA 7. This has got centering issues, but very nice card. I ended up trading a guy who liked Ohio State For like 4 of his, he had a bunch of Mario Lemieux rookies. He collected hockey when no one was collecting hockey. So he just had like 10 sets and 8 Lemieux just sitting around. So he liked the trade. I liked the trade. It worked out great. All right. So guys, let me know what you think about the What's in the Box series. If you'd like to see more, drop me a comment, like, and subscribe. Peace.